This video is about how to make adjustments to the brine based on the report. So here I've got the reports for both floors. So first you need to take the recommendation. So here it's got add per 100 liters. Right here we've got the approximate brine volumes for the floors. So you just basically take the brine volume. So in this case we've got 12 times it, do the math, add 7 liters of the inhibitor, and then same on this floor, same deal, 1,800 liters. And the reason this one's 18 is because you've got 10 plus the curling. So I just started the curling floor cooling, so now I'm going to be mixing it into all of them. And that means I need to add roughly 11 liters to the TCM curling. And to do that, you need to make sure all your pumps are running. So this one, that's not that close to meeting set point, so we're good to go there. So got all 3 pumps running. Next, you need to open the air bleeder valve. I've already done this. It's probably a little hard to see, but if you look at this pipe right there, little red valve handle, you need to have it turned in the upright position so that that's open. That means that brine's going to be flowing up through there. The other one is just here, so you can see that red handle back there. And again, you have to turn it so that it's up and down, so you're getting flow up through this line. And the thing that you need to make sure of is that when you look at the tanks, that the brine is moving. So both tanks, you should have the brine moving. As long as the brine's moving, that means it's flowing in the top and it's flowing out the bottom. Flows out there and it gets pulled through these here. And same on the other side, gets mixed. And then it's getting mixed with everything in the system. So go to numbers, AK, TC. You know how much you need to add. You can write on the jugs in advance, like if you put AK, TC, TC, and then you can easily keep track of how many jugs you need to add to each. As you can see, not great. So you want to make sure you read your MSDS sheet in full. Pay attention to all the warnings on it. Wear your, full PPE. Make sure your eyes are properly covered, not just with glasses, but with an actual face shield. Best thing to do is just wear your full face helmet, full face mask. Same mask that you would wear for doing anything with ammonia, because that mask completely covers your face and also gives you the breathing filtration. So you see I already hooked this up, but this little hose, these jugs come very full. See, it's like full right to the top. There's no air bubbles. And so this is the product. You've read the MSDS sheet. You've got all your PPE on. Adding this extension onto the jug. So I get these off of the jugs that for putting DEF, which is diesel exhaust fluid, in my my personal vehicles, my vans. And so this hose just makes it a little bit easier to pour into here, because you're up on a ladder So you may as well make things as easy as possible for yourself. So you want to remove the lid. So these are the spots I was pointing out before. See that valve open? Same over here. I can't quite get my camera in the position, but that valve also open. And you've got flow in the tanks, right? Like you can see it moving. So once you've confirmed all that, as you can see, like I said, this is very full. This thing here is going to let air go into the jug as it pours out, and that makes it a whole lot easier, because then you can just tip it up like that, and you don't have to worry about spilling anything. And it'll just allow air to pull in as it pours out. Makes the whole process really nice and clean. You have much less risk of making a mess and getting it on any of the equipment below. So I highly recommend using this little extra piece to just make the process much cleaner, much safer. And it actually makes the jug pour really well because of the way that it allows air to flow in. So you can see that emptied pretty quickly. And so I won't put all of it on a video just in the interest of time, but what I will say is that after you've done this process and you've got all of your jugs added, what you need to do is you need to leave those valves open for, I'd say, at least a week. Doesn't hurt to leave it longer, but you know, a couple days is probably enough. But if you just leave it at least a week, you know that way you're going to have it fully mixed in. And the reason you can be sure of that is because, you know, those are, I believe, 3/4 inch lines. So you can calculate the GPM, compare that GPM to how many gallons are in this tank, and, you know, do the math to see just how quickly this tank is going to turn over and basically have it all run out. And so that tank's going to just keep getting turned over, circulated through the brine floors. And every single time that these pumps cycle on and off, because one of the floors is satisfied, that also means that, like, this is going to warm up relative to the brine that's in the floors. And then when the pump starts back up again, you're going to have cold brine flowing into it through there, cold brine mixing with the warm brine flowing out. That temperature difference of the warm and the cold, and the temperature's changing because this room gets so hot. It's probably like, it's almost 40 degrees in here. It's 36 right now. So this room gets so hot and your brine's going out and coming back so cold that temperature difference means that you're going to have lots of mixing happening in that tank every time that the plant cycles on and off. And that's why, I mean, like I said, you do the math, you can probably just leave it a couple of days, but you leave it a week and you can be, you know, guaranteed that that's going to be fully mixed in, and all of your inhibitor product is going to be well and fully mixed into your brine system. And then you just are good. You know, retest your brine, and whenever the test says to add more, you add more, and it's really pretty much that simple. There's lots of different products in the market. Obviously, you have to, you know, pick your product, pick your vendor. They all have the same goal, and that is basically to prevent the pipes from corroding and breaking down, because then you're just going to end up pulling all that out. pulling that rust out of your strainers and your bag filters and everything. So, just do your brine analysis, follow what it says, whether it's adding inhibitor, adding caustic soda to adjust the pH, whatever's required, and keep your brine in good condition, because that'll keep your pipes in good condition. All right, that's it.